Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another theme park obsession video. My name is Dylan and thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. Today we are hanging out at Disneyland to check up on the park and see what's new this week. So how about you and I dive right in. And bam, we have made it back to the Disneyland Resort. We're starting our update video here at California Adventure. And what's great is there's so much happening here at California Adventure and at Disneyland, so we have a lot to go over. And yeah, right off the bat here in Hollywoodland, work walls are up the sides of the street. We have one right here next to the Disney Junior Live show and one across the street next to the gift shop. Oh, bag down, someone dropped their backpack. I'm gonna take a wild guess and just say that this is probably some pavement or some plumbing work going on. Nothing else that I can see next to award wieners or anything else, but we'll continue our journey around the park, go through Avengers Campus and whatnot. But yeah, right off the bat, our first signs of work. Don't worry though, Disney Junior Live is still having show times throughout the day. They have them posted on the side of the construction fence, so if you want to see the show, there's definitely opportunities to do so. Still no word on what's going to be happening with the Hyperion Theater. I hope they use it soon for an all-new show. It's been a hot minute since Frozen has been, you know, occupying the space. And of course, Frozen is no longer a thing anymore. So hopefully soon, maybe sometime later this year or next year, we'll see an all-new show. D23 is slowly but surely creeping its way upon us. And I wonder if they're going to talk about the future e-ticket attraction that is supposed to be here in Avengers Campus. This is the exit building for the attraction, so part of the infrastructure has been built already, but I wonder what kind of ride it's going to be. So hopefully at D23 they talk about it. Yeah, Avengers Campus desperately needs that e-ticket attraction. I hope it's something really good, and I hope it's like the Rise of the Resistance equivalent for California Adventure. Obviously not the same ride system, because they're probably not going to do the same ride system, but something that's as spectacular and extravagant as that would be really good for Avengers Campus. Just want to stop real quick to enjoy this view. I really do like this big pool right here. By the way, this is the water that goes into Grizzly River Run, so if you ever see this high like it is right now, it means that the ride is down for refurbishment, or they just drained the attraction real quick, but I know it's down for refurbishment, but this is an easy way to tell. Oh, look at this, Mr. Potato Head finally came back from the Lamplight Lounge. He was having a lot of food, he was very hungry. Oh, I spy with my little eye some more refurb walls, but I think this has to do with the World of Color infrastructure. Yeah, the scaffolding is still in the water, but look at this, they're starting to work on the lighthouses, the projection and audio equipment that goes in the back half of the show here. Look at that. Lighthouses have made their return. And it looks like the same design as before, but they're all nice and spruced up and clean. I'm glad work continues slowly but surely on World of Color, all the infrastructure here. And it's nice to see the lighthouses back. That means that progress is still happening. So hopefully soon, maybe late spring, early summer, we'll see World of Color make a comeback. But if you're hoping for early spring, I don't know about that. Obviously, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you guys that are making a trip out here. But I'm leaning more towards late spring, early summer for the show's return, because I don't know if they're doing nighttime testing of anything yet, since they're still installing all of this equipment. All of the Lunar New Year stuff has been put away back in storage. That festival was here and gone very, very quickly. I wish it lasts longer, it's because it's so cool. But unfortunately, yeah, it's probably one of their shortest festivals that they have here at the park. But don't worry though, the next festival to come to California Adventure is my favorite festival, and it's Food and Wine. That starts March 4th. Oh wow, you know it's a busy day when Little Mermaid has a line like that, my goodness. Yeah, as you can see, scaffolding is still up over here at Grizzly River Run. They continue to work on the attraction to get it prepped for the spring break and summer season. So it's gonna be hot here in SoCal. It's actually pretty warm at the time of filming this video, which is actually kind of nice. I'm a little over the cold. I'll take it for a few more weeks, but I'm ready for things to heat up a little bit and go back on some of the water rides. I really do enjoy Grizzly River Run. It's a lot of fun, and I love that it's an original attraction. It's not based on really any intellectual property. It's just its own thing, and I wish Disney would do more attractions like this, because not every ride needs to be based on a movie. Some of the most popular attractions at Disney are not based on any particular movie or TV show. Space Mountain, Grizzly River Run, Soaring over California, Expedition Everest over at Walt Disney World. There's so many different attractions that are some of the most popular here that, yeah, they're not based on anything. just kind of either a natural surrounding or things that we see in life. It's really cool. I hope Disney doesn't stop doing attractions like that, because I really do love to see Imagineers, you know, creative minds go a little bit higher than what is usually capped off at an intellectual property. You can only do so much with those, so it's nice to see the Imagineers kind of go wild with original content. And speaking of Soaring over California, it's going to be making a comeback for the Food and Wine Festival. So if you've never been on the original OG version, you'll be able to while visiting Food and Wine Festival here at California Adventure. Personally, I think they should always keep this as Soaring over California. It makes sense, especially in a park that's named California Adventure. I've said a million times over that they should remaster the footage or just refilm it in general, like they did with Soaring Around the World. It'd be really cool to have a new version of Soaring over California. Looking right down the middle of Main Street, oh yeah, it is packed over here as well at Disneyland. You can see on the left-hand side here, they still have the scaffolding up around the Crystal Arcade, and look, some more scaffolding has popped up a little further down the street, so let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, love these springtime flowers. They are gorgeous. Yeah, it looks like scaffolding has popped up next to the Christmas shop, the Plaza Point Holiday Shop. Looks like they're doing some facade work over here as well, which is awesome, because then it's gonna make Main Street look even better. Oh wow, look at this over here in Fantasy Fair. The Royal Theater has been taken apart, going through its refurb. Well, that's nice to see, because I don't remember the last time this area was under refurb, so yeah, I'm all for it. Now, because the theater is under refurbishment, I believe the character meet and greets over the princess meet and greets are going to be in their normal spot, which they usually are over here in Fantasy Fair. And then when the theater makes its return, they might bring those socially distanced meet and greets back again. But I'll keep an eye on it and keep you guys updated. Yep, just like I thought. The Royal Hall is where you can meet some of your favorite princesses. Looks like they're not doing anything on the inside though. Looks like they're just doing everything on the in the queue space. Lots of work continuing on the Fantasmic infrastructure for the fountain and lighting equipment. It's really nice to see all three of them have water drained, and looks like the stage is even blocked off too. I'm sure they're working on the dragon, because the dragon sleeps underneath that stage, which is pretty cool, and it just raises up out of nowhere. Such a great effect. Oh look, and I didn't even notice this, but Mark Twain is down for some refurb too. Over here at It's a Small World, it is back open and ready for your enjoyment. The classic OG Small World. The holiday version is back in storage and will be back sometime in November. All right, time to head into Mickey's Toontown and check up on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Oh wow, look at this. Dang, a lot changes in a week. That is for sure. That mountain range kind of prefab work just came out of nowhere. Yeah, so this is what the mountain range is going to look like, at least at the peak. How cool. Yeah, the scale on this is huge. As far as the facade work is concerned, though, nothing new to report on this particular side of the project, but you can see right behind it, just on that little tippy edge right there, more of the mountain range and the background facade to cover that massive building is starting to go up. Yeah, what a trip. They did a lot of work. I'm actually quite surprised. I wasn't expecting it to look like this so soon. Yeah, when they paint everything, it's gonna look so cool, especially with this mountain range over here. They're gonna probably repaint that right above Mickey's house. But yeah, this is massive. Totally blocks out that building. And if you look closely, you can see that it has texture to it. It's not just one giant layer, it's multiple layers. You can see two of them right there. And as you pan over here, it looks like they're gonna be doing maybe a third layer. It's really cool. Here's just a closer shot of the facade work happening. Tons of structural steel still just being tossed around. Of course, this, as we reported earlier, has been treated. You can see some of the bits of steel that have not been touched yet. And look, if you see closely, starting to put that drywall up, which is really nice to see. I'm so excited to see what the inside of our version of Mickey and Minnie's is gonna look like. I'm glad ours is gonna have some differences, because I do love the look of the one at Disney's Hollywood Studios, but this one should be unique to Toontown, and I'm glad that they addressed that in our version. Only a few more weeks left though until we're not gonna be able to see this vantage point anymore, because Toontown will be closed starting in March for the rest of the year into 2023. And when this attraction is ready to open, that's when we'll be able to walk back into Toontown, and that's an all-new Toontown, because a lot of this is going to change, especially this particular area right here and over by Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin. And speaking of updates, today, at the time of filming this, you do not need to wear your face covering anymore in the indoor attractions or the restaurants, shops, or any of that kind of stuff. if you are vaccinated. If you are unvaccinated, Disney encourages you to still wear your face covering on the indoor attractions and in the restaurants and shops. But yeah, that's the big news today at the time of filming this, that you no longer have to wear your face covering indoors or outdoors here at Disneyland if you're vaccinated. And over here at the Submarine Voyage, still no word on when this is going to reopen. Which will open first, Tron or Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage? Now, just like I mentioned in the last Disneyland update video about the Magic Key souvenir cups, you can get them at all the major quick service locations. This is one of them right here, the Galactic Grill. You can pick up one of your Magic Key souvenir bottles. Remember, no refills though, it's just a one-time deal. I really hope one day they go forward with the rumored Tomorrowland renovation and oh my goodness! And we see an attraction on these tracks once again. Yeah, shout out to the Disneyland band, they're always killing it. Yeah, again, you know it's a busy day at Disneyland when Astro Blasters has a big line. And speaking of Tomorrowland and any sort of renovation, I still don't know when they're gonna do the new planter. This has been kind of like this for a very long time, and I feel like Tron or these planters. As we're making our way out, remember the trams are making a comeback on February 23rd. It's the big day. Yeah, it's gonna be a trip to see the trams make a return. It's a long time coming, that's for sure. I wish they would have brought them back a lot sooner. Another thing I wanted to mention before we close out the video, the refurb schedule for some other attractions. The Little Mermaid Undersea Adventure attraction at California Adventure will be closing on February 28th until March 3rd for a very short refurb process, just some general maintenance. So just keep that in mind if you're coming to the park. Also, the Disneyland monorail will be closed now until March 6th. Matterhorn bobsleds will close the 28th of this month and then reopen on the 4th, so another short refurb process. And then another short one would be Indiana Jones. That one closes March 8th through the 11th. So again, just keep those in mind when you're planning your next Disneyland trip. Well, that is gonna do it for today's video from the Disneyland Resort. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel and you love these videos from Disneyland and a bunch of other theme parks in Southern California and in Orlando, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so stay up to date on every time I post a new video. I have an Instagram account. I'll leave that link down below in the description. Be sure to follow that because I post updates there that I don't normally post here on YouTube. So if you want to stay up to date on all the latest, be sure to follow that link down below. But it was a great day here at the Disneyland Resort. So much fun, as always, to see what's going on this week at the park. And it's great because I like to inform you guys that are making trips out here, just kind of give you the survey of the land on what's happening as far as the refurb schedule is concerned. I can't wait to come back to the park to have some more fun. But until then, I hope you have a beautiful day, morning, evening, whatever it is. And I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.